Listen up, fellas. Women don't value what they think they can't lose. If you feel like a backup plan, it's time to shift the game. In this video, I'll reveal the psychology-backed secrets to make her see you as the prize, the man she fears losing. Let's dive in. Women do not value what they think they cannot lose. The moment she feels that you are always available, always present, and always chasing, her interest begins to wane. Psychological studies show that scarcity increases value. When something is easily attainable, it loses its allure. This is why the first step in making her fear losing you is to understand the power of detachment. A man who is willing to walk away is a man who commands respect. When a woman senses that you are not desperate, that you have options, and that your life does not revolve around her, she naturally starts to reevaluate her position. She becomes more invested because she feels that your presence is not guaranteed. Masculine energy plays a crucial role in attraction. Women are biologically wired to respond to dominant, assertive, and independent men. Research indicates that men with higher testosterone levels exhibit traits such as decisiveness, risk-taking, and leadership, qualities that women instinctively find attractive. The reason for this is evolutionary. A man who is assertive and confident is perceived as a protector and provider. When you adopt this persona, she perceives you as a high-value individual, someone she cannot afford to lose. Women subconsciously understand that men who embody strong masculine traits are less likely to commit easily. This makes them work harder to secure that commitment. The dynamic shifts. Instead of you chasing her, she begins to prove her worth to you. Spending more time with your friends is another key aspect of maintaining your value. When a man neglects his friendships for a relationship, he sends the message that he has nothing else going on in his life. This diminishes his attractiveness. Women may say they want all your time and attention, but deep down, they do not respect men who abandon their personal lives for them. A man who prioritizes his social circle and continues to live a full life without needing her constant validation creates an aura of independence. This triggers a psychological reaction in her. She realizes that you are not someone who can be easily controlled. She sees that you have a life outside of her, which makes her work harder to be a part of it. Expanding your social circle, particularly with other women, is another powerful psychological trigger. Women are naturally competitive, especially when it comes to men they find attractive. When she sees you surrounded by other women, even in a purely platonic way, it activates a sense of urgency. She begins to wonder why these women are drawn to you, what qualities you possess that make you desirable. This sense of competition heightens her attraction towards you. She starts to see you as someone who has options, someone who is not desperate, someone who could walk away at any moment. This forces her to step up her game, to put in more effort, and to fear losing you to someone else. Fearing the loss of a woman is a critical mistake. The moment you let that fear dictate your actions, you lose control of the dynamic. Fear leads to insecurity, insecurity leads to neediness, and neediness is the fastest way to kill attraction. When you fear losing her, you start making concessions you wouldn't normally make. You tolerate behaviors that should not be tolerated. You become overly agreeable, too eager to please, and ultimately, you lose the very edge that made you attractive in the first place. The correct mindset is one of abundance. There are billions of women in the world. If she does not value you, another will. When you genuinely internalize this belief, you no longer act out of fear. Instead, you move with confidence, knowing that you are the prize. Authenticity is a rare trait in men today. Most men adjust their personalities, opinions, and behaviors based on what they think a woman wants. This approach is fundamentally flawed. Women respect men who are unapologetically themselves. When you filter your words, when you hesitate to express your true thoughts, you send the message that you are seeking approval. Seeking approval is a weak position. Strength comes from being able to stand by your beliefs, to express your opinions without fear of rejection. When a woman encounters a man who is truly authentic, who does not alter himself to fit into her expectations, she recognizes that she is dealing with someone of high value. Authenticity breeds respect, and respect breeds attraction. Setting firm boundaries is essential. Women test men, whether consciously or unconsciously. They push limits to see how much they can get away with. A man who lacks boundaries is a man who will be walked all over. Women cannot respect a man they can control. Respect and attraction are directly correlated. If she does not respect you, she will not feel a strong attraction towards you. Setting boundaries is not about being controlling or aggressive. It is about demonstrating self-respect. When you make it clear what behaviors you will and will not tolerate, you establish yourself as a man of value. A woman who respects you will not want to lose you. She will fear crossing the line because she understands that your commitment is contingent on mutual respect. Displaying disappointment rather than anger is a subtle yet powerful tool. When a man reacts emotionally, when he lashes out or becomes visibly upset over minor issues, he appears weak. Strength is demonstrated through control. Instead of responding with frustration, simply show disappointment. This signals that you have standards and expectations. It subtly communicates that her actions have consequences. When a woman sees that you are not emotionally dependent on her approval, that you will not tolerate behavior that disrespects you, she adjusts her actions. She starts to see you as someone who is not easily swayed, someone she must work to keep. Emotional unavailability, when used in moderation, creates a compelling dynamic. Women are drawn to emotional highs and lows. When you are always present, always available, and always ready to meet her emotional needs, she takes it for granted. There must be moments where you are distant, where you pull away just enough for her to feel your absence. This creates anticipation. She begins to wonder what you are doing, why you are not responding as quickly, why you are not always accessible. This space makes her crave your presence. It forces her to put in effort to regain your attention. The key is balance. Too much emotional unavailability can backfire, but a well-calibrated amount keeps her engaged and invested. Centering your life around your personal goals, ambitions, and self-development is the ultimate way to make a woman fear losing you. A man who derives his sense of fulfillment solely from his relationship is a man who lacks purpose. Women are attracted to men with a mission. A man who is constantly improving, who is striving towards something greater, exudes confidence and direction. When your life is filled with purpose, you do not have time to obsess over a woman's every move. You are too busy building your empire. This naturally shifts the power dynamic in your favor. She sees that you are a man on a path, a man who is moving forward with or without her. This creates a sense of urgency. She realizes that if she does not align with your vision, she risks being left behind. The psychology of attraction is not about manipulation or playing games. It is about understanding the fundamental principles that govern human desire. Women want men who are confident, independent, and respected. They fear losing men who have options, who set standards, who live with purpose. The key is to become the kind of man who does not need to instill fear, because the fear comes naturally when she realizes that you are a high-value individual who will not settle for less than what he deserves.